What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Double Tigers. We had a little hiatus last week because I was at MegaCon, but I got my man here, Otaku, with me.
What up, man? How you
Not
doing?
much, not much, man. Just coming back and recovering from MegaCon, and then
Yeah,
going to
so
see Sarah Frazetta tomorrow. So
you've been busy,
recover,
man.
yeah. February is normally my busy month, so yeah,
So
and
yeah, what we were briefly talking about MegaCon backstage, but how was it?
wasn't bad. It was good. I got to see a bunch of friends, got to meet a bunch of new friends, got to make a bunch of new friends. You guys all saw on on Instagram if you haven't seen. So yeah, made new cosplay friends. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
but
was enjoying your new friend photos.
yeah. So I met Dare Taylor. I met uh well Rachie was like the second year, but Faces by Rachie, and then Tabitha Alliance, aka Artie Fakes. So that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? The one that I really wanted to meet was Artie Fakes because she's from England, so it was her first time in Florida. So that was nice to actually finally meet her. I I started following her since I started this actually YouTube, since that's 6 years ago. So that's one. Like I started following her and Bueller, I think, at the same time. So
Nice.
so it's kind of nice to finally actually get to see some of these guys, meet some of these people. You know what I mean? And then we met a bunch of you know what I mean, bunch of our old friends on our normal hangout people that we hang out with at MegaCon.
Uh-huh.
Robbie, Bueller, uh, Spilios, you know what I mean, John. So,
That's
oh,
awesome that
always,
you know Bueller. Bueller's
yeah,
great.
yeah. Bueller was good. Every year we get to see Bueller. It's always great to see him. It's always have fun to hang out. You know what I mean? At the hotel, Evil Pete, all the guy, and everybody. And then Hero Con is the next one that we're saving up for. So that's gonna be cool to see everybody at Heroes, all our other brothers from YouTube or sisters from YouTube. So that's gonna be cool. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was for a Super Bowl weekend. It was a lot of people still.
Yeah. I
It was
forgot.
still
Yeah,
a
it was over Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, and then it was Saturday. They sold 23 more thousand tickets than they showed last year. So you can just imagine how many more people that was. And then parking was not the greatest because you either parked it somewhere and then took a shuttle there, or either but how we did it, parked at the hotel and just walked. Because the hotel wasn't like maybe a block, if that, or less than a block. You know what I mean? If taking shortcuts.
Nice.
but let's see how next year goes because we we're not getting tired of it. I think we're just gonna probably do one day now instead of all 4 days. But if more people come down and want to hang out, maybe more days. But
Yeah, I
we're not really.
find, one day's enough. Like for me,
Yeah,
like if I do more than one day, it's,
yeah.
you know, I mean, I
But
know why
that
on for a bigger con like that, I could see why you maybe do 2 days, but like doing all 4 days seems,
Yeah, but the
you
all
know,
4 day thing is more of to see people. It's not to.
right.
I mean, buy books. It's a Sunday and it's a Thursday. If a big book is it's a Thursday. You know what I mean? The Thursday you go, because and then the Sunday if you want to make deals and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Those are the 2 days the actual go.
Yeah.
But if you're seeing people, not on a Saturday, for forget it on a Saturday. Saturday is you know armpit to armpit, shoulder to shoulder, and smell to smell because dude, you're not. It's not nice.
Yeah, Saturdays are the worst because
But that's why we didn't go there. We actually succeeded this year, and we didn't actually go on a Saturday. Because every year we somehow end up going Saturday, but this year we actually didn't go.
yeah,
So we
I
succeeded
think
on that
Saturday's a
part.
good time to actually you know, just kind of take pictures and videos and do all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, right.
And
Not even that, dude, because even if you're trying to do videos or pictures, it's like this.
right,
So,
right. But
so
like if you're gonna do interviews, you could probably find a corner somewhere
right.
and interview
But
people.
and then plus, right now we can do interviews like this. So instead of at a con, and so we just have to make sure their schedules are clear. You know what I mean? It's easier to email them, hey, let's do an interview at this time. Blah, 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 if you're free, but
Right, right.
whenever you're free,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's easier this way than at a con where you have to when you have to do the mic even,
yeah,
and then you can't even cancel out the noise behind it. So
right.
you might not even be able to hear the person you're talking to.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do stuff for the channel, if you got a channel and you're doing con stuff, for me, like I've been to cons.
It's filming the con more than interviews. Interviews would be something, you know,
Right,
better
right.
if it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
filling B-roll and stuff for your
yeah,
video,
yeah.
and that's my point. Like when I go to cons, I almost always
I want to do B-roll, but it's kind of hard for
rather
me to
than
do.
filming
Mm,
stuff. So yeah,
yeah, I rather hang out and hang out with everybody and stuff like that. I don't think of making videos at the time, but sometimes I forget.
I totally forget. Always forget.
Not, it's not that I forget. It's we're not used to being the
Work.
content person. You know what I mean? The content creator person. So
Yeah,
we're used to being just people, just hanging out and talking to each other.
right.
You know what I mean? We're not used to going, hey, let's put a camera in everybody's face, or let's put the phone in everybody's face.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it was honestly, it was fun. It was just yeah, maybe it's one day, or maybe for now on is maybe one day, 2 days. But because they moved it again next year's to March instead of February again. Because the previous year was February, and then then this year was February. So next year they moved it to March.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I
they're trying
know
to
the
compete.
Emerald City Comic Con coming up here. I've just noticed there's nobody coming. I mean, Jay Lee is the only one I'd want to see.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to pay like $60 to go get an autograph from Jay Lee for the day. So
Yeah, but or maybe maybe some of the guys are gonna show up. So that's the main reason we went was for Bueller and everybody else. And now and Namunyan is in the chat.
what's up,
But
Namu?
there's a bunch of other people in
Yeah.
the chat. They're,
Want to
they're
give a
probably just
shout out to Metarog. Roger just hit
yeah
1900 subscribers
yeah
on the live stream today. So congrats to
yeah.
him. But yeah, why don't you show off some of the stuff you got? What'd you get?
All right. First two things I got were the Carla Cohen art book, the Carla art book.
Nice.
Right. Yeah. So the art book from Carla Cohen from I always forget the damn company the
Dynamite?
no, not that. It's not Dynamite. It's a freaking comic book store name. I forget. They used to be Scorpion, but now they're called what's a fossil?
Fossil.
No, it's not. It's yeah, these guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So they used to be Scorpion Comics, but they're called
That's nice.
Carnivore. That's what it is. Carnivore Comics. I'm like, so yeah. So I picked up the art books from them, the Carnivore Comics art books. I mean, if you guys really want it, these art books. They're actually on that Carnivore Comics is Whatnot. So if you really want them, or on the maybe on the website, they say it's a $200 limit, 200 per 200 limit. But I highly doubt that. They printed a lot more than that. I think that's my point of view. But and then I got a bunch of books signed too. So I got these cosplay cover signed by Rachie. Well, she signed it last year. I had the photographer sign it this year, so right down there. So Deadshot comic or Deadshot photos signed this one, and then Rachie signed this one, the new one. And then I had Deadshot sign it too, since he was the photographer for this. So
cool.
And then I picked up. Well, I didn't pick this up. Steve picked this up for me. Nice. New Vampy cover. And then I picked up Tappa Alliance print or artifact print of Lady Death. But I have her as Vampirella too, but I already put her up, so I don't feel like pulling her down from the from the wall.
Nice.
I haven't found a frame for this one yet, so. And then I met Dare Taylor and picked up a couple of things from Dare. Picked up a Rogue, Dare as Rogue. So.
Wow.
Body painted. Yeah, it's body paint.
Amazing.
Yep. I picked up her as Vampy 2. So. Yeah. Dare as Vampy. And then I picked up a lenticular of Dare. I have to hold this lenticular the right way or we get demonetized. So that's pretty much what I picked up. I think there's a couple other things, but I don't remember. I think. Hold on. I did create something and had her sign it. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull it out without damaging the damn thing. Yeah, there we go. So I had Rachie and me recreate this last year. Yeah, last year. So I printed it and had her sign it. So yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, so I had to recreate this cover page.
Wow.
Yeah.
You signed it. That's awesome.
Yeah. I had her recreate the cover page and I had her sign it. She thought it was nice. She thought it was cute. Yeah, so I got stuff in the works. So we may have a bunch of cosplayers for interviews. So just keep a lookout, guys.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Never interviewed the cosplayers.
Yeah. And Delman's in the chat. What's going on? And then yeah. So it's gonna have a bunch of cosplayers on here. I'm gonna try to get Artie Fakes or Tappa the Lion on here for sure. And then Dare, I'm gonna try to get Dare on here. Rachie for sure. It's gonna be a pretty, these three are gonna be the three that I'm gonna try to get, and then we're working on some other ones probably, but yeah, gonna be fun. But that's MegaCon was interesting, man. It was an interesting weekend.
Glad you had fun, man.
Yeah, it was fun. Always good to see everybody, and always good to joke around with everybody, get some good laughs in. So
absolutely.
Yeah. And everybody we even watched the game. It was a blowout. That thing was a blowout for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia dominated.
Yeah.
Pretty much from the start. So.
Yep. Yeah, but that was I mean.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened this past week. Well, first off, Captain America.
Yeah. Captain America came out. Probably gonna go see it.
Okay.
And then one other movie that I may go see that everybody doesn't know. Not that love. What was it? Love Hurts or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
K Khan.
Yeah. The guy from the Goonies and the Asian kid from the Goonies. Yeah. And what was it? Goonies, Indiana Jones,
right.
So a bunch.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Ke Khan because it's official. Yeah. The Goonies sequel is in development, and Steven Spielberg will be directing. So it's going to be a huge. I mean, when you get Spielberg behind a project, it's like all hands on deck in terms of.
It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to use like either the kids now or the kids right. Or the kids grandkids or something something or another.
A bunch of like the next generation Goonies, but
so it's probably gonna be just like a Stranger another version of Stranger Things. It's just but we know it's the adults, the something like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the new Stranger Things probably. Everybody's gonna be like, ooh, new shiny thing.
Yeah. Anybody who grew up watching the Goonies is gonna go watch it. So it's pretty much everybody younger than me. Everybody younger than me has seen it pretty much.
Yeah, I've even seen it. I've seen it I remember I grew up on Goonies and I grew up on freaking Big Trouble. Those two are my movies that I really
those are big ones.
Yeah.
They've actually they haven't stopped there. There's a bunch, like Breakfast Club is coming back.
They were all these guys were at MegaCon. All these not the Goonies people, but the Breakfast Club, the whole group of them were at MegaCon. A bunch of people were at MegaCon for Breakfast Club.
Right. They're also talking about, Gremlins 3's been announced.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole success of Barbie is really driving this kind of return to the 80s theme. So anything 80s is fair game right now, right? Like what I was talking about.
Yeah, pretty much.
We were talking about like Last Starfighter, right? Last Starfighter is probably going to make a comeback even. So we'll see.
A lot of the stuff is going to make a comeback. It's just a bit now. All the kids that are going to go, ooh, new fashion, but it's all from the 80s.
Exactly. Yeah. Gotta recycle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of this stuff. And then the Fantastic Four the new trailer came out, and then a bunch of those commercials were pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. We never got to talk about the Fantastic Four trailer because that came out last week, and we didn't do our show, but
right.
It's confirmed. I mean, Herbie the Robot.
Yeah.
Going to be in. So
the only issue I had was that the Thing doesn't sound like the Thing. The only time he sounded like the Thing was when he had the damn cigar in his mouth.
Kind of. Trying to get the Thing to sound like the Thing is going to be tough because everybody's going to have a different voice for him, right? There's unless you're going by the I know there was cartoon in the 60s where that.
But what I'm thinking that Italian dude with a cigar in his mouth,
right.
Or how Kirby, how Kirby would sound, how the guy that drew, Kirby, yeah. Because I think because everybody said Kirby, the Thing was based off himself. Kirby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Supposedly that's what Stan said before in the past was was the Thing was supposed to, was supposed to be Kirby or something like that. That's why he had the cigars and stuff in his. Those are rumors that I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, like he's supposed to be a New Yorker, and he sounds like a New Yorker to me. So I'm not going to be too critical about the voice.
Right. I didn't mind it, but I'm curious to see. But a lot of people were complaining about Galactus being a little guy. But don't forget, in the comics, he can go shrink into a normal person too. So, but people forget that. So it's like, oh, that's not who he is. That's not who Galactus is. But you guys forget that he can turn into a normal person to walk around, dude. If you see a freaking guy that can swallow a damn planet, you would think he could turn into a normal person before he does that.
Yeah. Well, people are going to hate on stuff. I think the
thing
looks great. I think.
But I just saw, what I mean. I just watched the trailer, and then I saw a bunch of complaints. Was that one? Was the other one? Was the Thing didn't sound like the Thing? I mean, and then some people complained about Mr. Fantastic, that he won't be a good.
I actually think my issue is with the Thing looks the most comic accurate. My issue is with the rest of the.
Right.
None of them look like the Fantastic Four, especially Sue Richards.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as long as it is, my thing is, as long as the movie's decent and as long as they can be not comic accurate, but at least the attitude of them should be them. It should be Sue, and as long as their attitudes are like what we think they should be, like what the comics, represent.
As long as you're saying, as long as it's consistent with the comics, it should be okay.
Yeah. Or their attitudes, you know what I mean? Their attitudes are like the comic book counterparts, but they don't have to look like it, but as long as their attitudes are, if you read it and then, or if they sound like it, it's gonna be fine. It's just they're not comic accurate. But
you're never gonna get a completely accurate Reed Richards. I can't even. You know who would have made a good? I think Sue Richards. To be honest, I think. What's the actress's name? She's like blowing up right now. Lindsay something? No. Sweeney? Is that?
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about. Sweet. I forget her first name, but I know Sweet. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about though.
Yeah, if you put her in like a nice little bob cut or something, I could just see her as
right. I mean, and they're supposed to be well, Reed's already not Reed, you know what I mean? So people say, but because I think the big reason they picked him because Reed's gonna be what I mean? He has to be dual. He has to be like likable and hateable at the same time. And right now, this guy is already his acting style. You can love to hate him. So that's probably why they picked him in the first place, was because some people like him, some people hate him. So
No, I mean, to be honest, my biggest concern was the Thing. Thing looks great. The rest of the crew, it is whatever, but it looks pretty good. The bottom it's something I'd want to watch.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like something I want to watch too. I'm curious about the movie, about the plot and everything. It seems like the plot's gonna be Galactic is, or from Galactus maybe, or something that maybe something different. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna incorporate them into the universe. So
one thing we haven't heard about is Silver Surfer. Will we see Silver Surfer in this one?
Oh yeah.
I would bet a good chunk of money that we will.
Yeah, but my biggest thing is it's gonna be guy Silver Surfer or lady Silver Surfer.
Well, we're gonna get the lady Silver Surfer, right?
Right.
But I think that's sleight of hand, right? It's like, oh, here's a lady Silver Surfer, and everybody's gonna be complaining about her. Oh, why'd you make her a lady and all that? Even though there is a lady Silver Surfer, right? So
right, and then oh, this is this is not the actual one. Here's the actual one.
And then you bring in the real Silver Surfer, and that'll be the big reveal, along with Doom. Maybe we'll see a Doom reveal at the end. So should be interesting. I think as good as the movie will be, the thing people will want to hang out for is the
after credits,
right? Yeah,
the after credit scenes. But the biggest thing with me is, I mean, that's gonna be good, but a lot of people were what I've heard about the Captain America one now, since the movie's out, I've heard good and I've heard bad at the same time. So
I've been hearing a lot of good. I've been hearing a lot of good for the movie.
It's split down my thing is split down the middle. It's like 50-50. Okay. 50-50 are good, and then 50-50 think it's bad. I'm like,
Okay.
So it's like, one group likes it, and then the other group that I know don't like it. So it's like,
so what are the reasons they're not liking
it? Not really sure, but the guys that really like it, or they really do like it. You know what I mean? It's, but I'm leading towards I'll give it a chance. I'll give everything a chance. But some people were comparing it to what was it, Thor: Love and Thunder. Like a lot of people didn't, you know what I mean? Like said it's a little cheesy or a little whatever. But I don't know.
It's totally different in tone, though. It's not built. It's not built as like a comedy at all.
No. It's not the comedy aspect of it. It's I guess the writing of it. I guess that's what they were saying. They thought, I mean, they said Thor: Love and Thunder is still bad, but it's like this is somewhere, somewhere as bad. I'm like, I don't know, but I'll go watch it, and maybe maybe to see what everybody thinks, but I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad. But a lot of people say, 50-50. My groups are 50-50. Some of them like it, some of them don't like it.
Yeah, but some of everybody, right?
Yeah. So it's never it's never gonna be everybody's gonna like it. So we'll see.
It's just a popcorn movie, so kind of just if you say something like I hate it because the writing or the story sucks or the writing sucks,
right?
It's a comic book movie at the end of the day. Like, come on, like how much? Don't be so critical about it being an Emmy award or what is it, Oscar award winning, screenplay or whatever. It's just, it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's Red Hulk at the end of the day. It's Red Hulk smashing cars, fighting the Falcon, and that's it pretty much, right? As long as it's a good fight. Lasts longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, the Red Hulk one's gonna, because he costs money. They both cost money. The actor and the special effect cost money. So if it don't look too good, blame Harrison Ford. They had to pay him more.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's all these Hulk rumors swirling now, like that Mark Ruffalo's coming back. So, I mean, you got Green Hulk, you got Red Hulk now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what's
but now who's good? My biggest thing: are they gonna bring Maslany back as She-Hulk, or are they gonna recast her as somebody else?
I almost think you got to bring She-Hulk into the fray.
I understand that, but are they going to recast the actress, or because
they could?
Yeah.
I don't think they should.
But yeah, I don't think they should either.
Yeah.
But the problem is she is the actress person is kind of a problem because she caused a couple of issues, I think, last time I heard. So like, I don't know, but if they recast her, it'd be fine. And then I'm curious, are they gonna bring what is it, Thunderbolt Ross's daughter in and as Red Hulk? You know what I mean? So that'd be kind of cool to see her as Red Hulk if they do bring her. Yeah, if they bring Liv Tyler back, or they recast that Liv Tyler.
I think she's come back as his daughter, right, in this one, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Totally Awesome Hulk, the Korean Hulk. I forgot about him.
Let's see Korean Hulk. Come on.
Hey, you never know. They probably bring him.
Koreans are already raging.
But don't forget, this was the awesome one is a lot, he doesn't rage as much. He's a lot smarter.
No, you're Korean. You gotta have a raging Hulk.
Yeah, but he might not be, because if you read if you read the Totally Awesome Hulk stuff, he does become Hulk, but I forget. But he doesn't rage though. I don't think like the original Hulk does. I think he still gets mad, but when he gets mad, that's when he turns. But he's
like a Hulk. If a Hulk isn't, this is the thing. Like they've made Hulks kind of like where they can control their. They just turn into Hulk when they want, and
I think Awesome Hulk has his senses though. I think I would think right? Delman would know better than I would.
And there's Hulkverine. Oh, is there a Hulkverine?
Yeah, the Helverine. That's what. Yeah.
We're talking about Helverine or Hulkverine?
Hulkverine, because there's a Hulk. Yeah, there's a weapon. What was it? Weapon H something or Weapon HX or something, or Weapon H or something like that. And it's Hulk and Wolverine combined.
So the Hulk has like adamantium something, adamantium claws and stuff.
Yeah. I think that was the newest one.
Truly frightening. That is truly
frightening. That like and then what was it? Yeah. Yep, Weapon H. That's what it was. Yeah.
That is truly.
That's already scary enough that he already rages as a Hulk. Now he has freaking you know what I mean? So his bones are indestructible. He's already indestructible already.
Yeah, I mean that would, if you talk about a character that could take Superman out, I think Weapon H would be the character, right?
Yeah, but they already got it. Doomsday. That's pretty much what Doomsday is.
Doomsday is.
Yeah.
Doomsday didn't have the healing factor though. That's the thing. Like.
Yeah, well, think about it. Doomsday dies a lot, but he still comes back stronger than the last time. But he still dies, but he still comes. So it's kind of like Wolverine.
Characters just
dead. It's kind of like Wolverine, but Wolverine doesn't die. He just has a healing factor. It's just that Doomsday doesn't have a healing factor. He just dies, but comes back still.
Right.
So that's the one thing, but. What was the other thing that you had said? There was something else that. Oh, the Daredevil, the Daredevil stuff.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it looks good.
We're like 2 weeks out. We're 2 weeks out from the season premiere of Born Again. And to be honest, like of all the Marvel stuff I've seen, movie or whatever, and this is including X-Men 97, right? The animated series. Mm-hmm. This Daredevil series has me most excited. of anything Marvel.
Right.
And it just speaks to the Netflix series that came out, previous.
Right.
This is a continuation of that storyline. We're just a couple years, like years removed from it.
Yeah, and then he's
on
then
top.
Kingpin's the Mirror.
Yep,
Kingpin's the Mirror now.
And Punisher's coming back. Bullseye's coming in costume this time. We never got him in costume. We're getting the red gold Daredevil, and it just.
And we're getting and then we're getting another new character on top of that. Not just Bullseye. We're getting a new I forgot the damn killer's name or the assassin.
The girl.
Yeah. Not only her, but there's another deaf, almost like, I think it's not Bullseye, but it's somebody else.
Echo. You're not talking Echo. Echo's like doing her own thing right now, right?
Yeah. I'm not talking about Echo. It's another deaf assassin type character, but it's a male. But I forget. It's a new.
Okay.
It's one of the newer characters from one of the I think Lemire's run or one of the other runs. But he's in the new season. He's in this season, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
To see how they bring.
And they didn't. I think there's rumors, or not rumors, they're kind of confirmed, right? That Luke Cage and Jessica Jones are going to be part of some down the road, whether it's this season or down the road, they're going to be part of this ongoing series. And then Punisher's going to get his own series as well.
Right.
So a lot to be excited about with this one project. I think it's going to spawn a lot of
other things.
Yeah, because what I really would like to see is Miles Morales in this format. I don't want to see him Miles Morales.
We may get him. Depending on, we may get him. We may get I just thought about it. We may get a Squirrel Girl. You never know, because that's the one that babysits Luke's and Jessica's daughter. So we may get.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
So we make it.
I'd like to see Miles in the MCU. I think this makes more sense, right?
Yes, but we may. Yeah. But we may get, young event. We may from the Daredevil spawning, we may get some young Avengers spawned out of it. So we never know.
Yeah. I know the one issue is like Miles and Matt Murdock in this timeline isn't in the same universe. But what I'm saying is, like, I want to see a Miles series. It doesn't have to be part of this universe. I just want to see the television series of Miles.
It may. I mean, it may be coming down the line. It's just going to take a little bit because the Spider-Verse is still a thing.
They're not going to do anything until the Spider-Verse movie comes out. But this is just me kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Love to see.
But as soon as we think out loud, you're going to hear little spots of hey. So
and they got to start filming the Spider-Verse. I mean, it's been 3 years. What has it been? It's been too long. I got to get the new Spider-Verse movie out already. Come on.
Yeah.
It's animation. How long can it freaking take? Just start putting it out already. Quit making people wait.
Yeah, well, they want us to wait. That's all.
Yeah, they want us to wait, build up the anticipation, get every kid to see the DVD before it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just waiting, making people wait.
Yeah.
All right, what other things are exciting you news-wise?
Nothing really much, man, but I haven't seen much. I mean, reading wise, not really. Everybody's talking about the Mark Spears covers and all the other stuff. You know what I mean? It was interesting to see Mark Spears covers up at the show for like $200.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was interesting to see. I mean, I understand why. You know what I mean? His art is good, but everybody's comparing him to the new Alex Ross. But I think he like the only thing he wants to draw is what I've heard from other friends that actually know Mark said he just wants to draw monsters and pretty ladies or monsters and boobs. That's how they said it.
Yeah.
So 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 getting Spawn out of him and getting what was it Thundercats and getting I know we're getting a Vampirella cover out of him too. So it's going to be because the Vampirella cover has two werewolves, I guess. They're supposed to be werewolf that she has chained. So it's going to be interesting to see the cover. But it looks cool. It looks interesting. I just don't like the way his colors that bother me a little. The way he colors things.
Yeah, it just seems like Panavision. Like, what is it? Panorama? What am I thinking of? Like, where it's the color from the 60s.
Yeah. That's the only issue I see. What I don't mind. I would love to see if he could do Ross's style, but without his little panoramic style or whatever his color scheme is, and just do it like Ross's style. And I'm just curious if he could do it Ross's way, where it uses normal tone skin instead of these bright colors. I like his art. Don't get me wrong. It's just I would like to see it. I mean, it might change down the line. It's just right now that everybody likes the style he is now, but he may change his style down the line because a lot of artists do going down the line. So his style might change.
What's the word we're looking for? It's like, you know what I mean? It's the 60s color.
Yeah.
In Panacolor or something like that.
Yeah. I forget the explanation of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just I don't mind it. It's just it looks a little weird because he did it to the Vampy covers. He did it to the monster covers. The monster covers doesn't look bad. It's just when you do it to Vampy, it looks a little weird to me, where it's a bluish color. Yeah.
Technicolor. There you go.
Technicolor. That's yeah.
What would we do without Delman, man?
Yeah.
He's
Delman's the third man of the group.
he's the brain of our operation.
Yeah, he's the third person of the group. He's the third member of the Double Tigers. he's the Shadow Man. Yeah.
Is that fact?
But it drives me that Technicolor part of it drives me a little nuts. I mean, for the monsters, it looks good. For some Vampirella, not.
You got to change it up for Vampy.
Yeah.
Panavision is regards to the camera. Okay.
Yeah. See, like I said, it's
a fact checker.
Yeah, but the biggest thing I got with him is don't get me wrong, that's a cool idea for Vampy. Like, it's different. It's a different style. You know what I mean? I like it. Don't get me wrong. It grew on me a little bit. Like, looking at the cup, I kept looking at it, it's growing on me. But his style is interesting. That's all I got to say. That's yeah.
Well, I mean, he's right up your alley. He does everything you like, the boobs and the monsters. So
yeah. Yeah, so he'll be in my wheelhouse pretty much. So I'll be probably having a bunch of Mark Spears covers or posters.
Well, don't go. He's hot right now, so don't go chasing after every like.
Nah, I'm not chasing. I'm just grabbing one of the two of the Vampy covers, and that's it. the only if I'm gonna do it, I might as well grab two and get rid of one since it's gonna be hot anyways. Because his Spawn cover hit the damn hot list, so it's like, why not grab a second Vampy, and then sell the second one, and then use that money to buy whatever else I want, or at least put it towards Heroes Con.
There you go. That's the strategy.
Yeah. I mean, every collector has every collector thinks about like that, man. If it's hot anyways, might as well get a second cover just to sell, just to make some money.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
The Spec Flex Rec or Spec Rec Flex.
If you got stuff to spec, I just grabbed all my freaking MegaCon stuff. I didn't even think about
prepare for the Spec Rec Flex, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I got plenty of MegaCon stuff.
That's fine. I'll go solo. My spec book for this week is. So right now, Fantastic Four is top of mind for a lot of people. Right. I think the book you want to target, it's shot up. It just shot up from like a $10 book to a $40 book, but because of the trailer. But is that first appearance of Herbie the Robot, which is
I was just thinking about that one,
which is the first John Byrne artwork on the title as well. And right. I love Byrne's run on Fantastic Four. In fact, that was the focus of my collecting. It still is, but I mean, it's been the focus of my collecting for the past 2 years.
Right.
Sort of, irregardless of this movie stuff. But again, this is a book from that Byrne run, and I picked this up for 50 cents back. I don't even remember. Maybe it was like 2 years ago. I have a really beat up copy, but for me, it's about kind of trying to get as much of this run as possible. The grade really doesn't matter. It's just about filling it. But this is a spec book. I think this is a book people are really sleeping on right now that they probably shouldn't be, given all the clues that we've been given so far, and that is Dr. Doom versus the Beyonder. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with this storyline, this is a storyline where the Beyonder comes back for Secret Wars 2, which, so you have the mid-'80s Secret Wars, and then you had Secret Wars 2 come out, which was, I want to say, like 3 years, right? 3 years afterwards. I'm looking at this cover right here. This is 1986 here. So no, it was actually like maybe a year or two after the first Secret Wars that Secret Wars 2 came out. But they have actually a battle, Doom and Beyonder, because Doom is the one that defeats the Beyonder in Secret Wars, the original. They kind of meet in this issue, and Beyonder takes him out. He takes out Doom. But the bigger, I think, the bigger relevance to what's happening in the comic book and the MCU is, will we see Doom versus Beyonder? Will we get an introduction to Beyonder? That's the first and foremost thing. And then the second is, if we do get Beyonder, what's the relationship with Doom? Because we know Doom is going to be part of the Secret Wars universe. And I can totally see like them introducing Beyonder, right, as this like powerful guy who's kind of like, he's got the godlike powers. And then, Doom, he brings all these like superheroes and villains, but then Doom outsmarts him and beats him. That's kind of like, that's how I see it taking place, like kind of merging sort of the new school Secret Wars and the old school Secret Wars into a new original story who knows where they're going to go, but
right.
You got to have Beyonder as part of that equation, I think. Right? Doom's not going to do all this heavy lifting by himself. On Battleworld, it's going to be Beyonder, and then Doom's going to just usurp him and take over. So that's the logic behind a book like this. This is just a great burn cover right there. Well worth specking on. Whether it goes anywhere or not, at least you'll be prepared. It's not a big book.
Right.
Rec book. This is sort of a shout out to Raph, who was focusing on this era of Batman.
Right.
This is Batman issue 400. First off, it's just a beautiful Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Right.
But it's got this forward introduction written by Stephen King. It's an original comic book by Doug Moench that's pretty much illustrated by various artists, many of whom you see right there.
Right.
So it's one of these things like an artist does like 1 or 2 pages of the story, and then it continues on with different artists. So you just get these like different artistic interpretations of the story, different styles, different, but it's in continuity with the story. So it's really, you don't kind of, this is like the first time we kind of see this kind of take on comic books being done. You've seen like various stories within a comic book, but you've never seen various artists on one story. And this is sort of one of the first times we see that happening, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you got so many great artists here, and then you got a section of pinups in the back, just all these artists doing like separate pinups and posters. So this is sort of a larger format anniversary issue. That's the recommendation. This is just a must-have for Batman fans, and just a cool issue to have. All right, and last but not least, the Flex book this week from my end is Red Hulk. Red Hulk, and I'm hoping the movie does well, and that people are excited about Red Hulk, and that it goes somewhere, right? That more things are done with this character. To be honest, I think Red Hulk is the best thing to happen to the Hulk series, because as great as the Hulk is, there's just been no change, right? Like at least Spider-Man, we got Venom and all these other like different cast of characters, but with Hulk, we haven't really had either an arch nemesis or like something spectacular happened to him. This is really the first sort of event to bring in a different take on Hulk, and then potentially have them as rivals or adversaries. So I'm very excited about this. This is my near mint copy of the book. Really high grade there. Picked this up for $15 right before the movie announcement came out. So just good timing on my part. But yeah, I'm not going to sell it. I like this cover, and it's a big key first issue. So there you go. Doing some flexing, doing some wrecking, doing some specking for you guys.
Yeah. Well, I knew, I'm looking at the hot list right now, and 2 books that I knew was going to hit this stupid hot list. I knew it was going to hit the hot list. Spawn 360. It was a freaking MegaCon exclusive. Only 1,500. That hit the number 10. It's in the 10 spot. And the one that hits the other one that I thought would hit number 5 is the freaking Monsters number 2 MegaCon exclusive, limited to 250, and it was second print. I had a feeling that would hit the hot list, and both of them hit the hot list. Both MegaCon exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling they. Yeah, I had a feeling they would. but the numbers are not with the like the 250, the freaking 1500 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Are lies.
They're gonna turn up in your like dollar bin somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I'm just saying those things are those numbers are lies, because they said about these art books that I had here, they're only 200 per, or limit 200. It isn't 200 because it said it sold out at the con the next day. But if you went to their Whatnot, they're selling a bunch of them on Whatnot. So how many did they actually print out? So it's not 200. So don't believe in the number when it says there's 1,500 of them. Add 2 more zeros to that, you know, and then the 200, add 2 more zeros to that. That's probably that's the, you know what I mean?
And they're not obligated to tell you the true print count, right? They can publish a print count, but they're not obligated to actually show you the actual production. The company is, and this is the thing about the card companies, right? The card companies, I get the 101s, right? The 101s are 101s, but in terms of like what the actual production or print count for cards sets are,
right.
I mean, that's all false information. You got
because even the 2 art books that limited to 200. There's not, because there's no way that you sold out at the show, but how can you sell some on Whatnot? That doesn't make sense. That you sold out at the show, but you can sell a bunch of them on Whatnot. So how many are actually printed? There's 200. Do you mean there's 200 at the show, and then you have 200 more copies personally that you're going to sell on Whatnot? Or is it only 100 copies of at the show and then another 100? You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. If you're sold out at the show, it means you should be sold out completely. Not, I sold out, I'm gonna sell some on Whatnot. So that's why I'm like, but that's what the other thing that upset us about MegaCon in general is like, we saw a freaking we bought an exclusive last year of Artgerm's Scarlet Witch cover from MegaCon. Was for $20, I think, last year, and this year they had a bunch of them again. But guess what they did? They dropped the price to $15. So you know what I mean? It's like, that's another thing that irritated us about MegaCon, is like, the exclusive thing is not exclusive, being honest. So it's, you know what I mean? So it's like,
look, at the end of the day, it's a file, and they can print out more of those files if they want.
Right.
So if it's hot, people are buying them, they'll just print out more.
Yeah. And people don't get it. Oh, it's only 200. No, it's not only 200. It's 200 here. But they'll print out for, they probably have 2,000, then not 200 or 1,000 of them, 1,000 copies of this thing, and then there's only 200 at the show, or there's only 100. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. But so, and then because as soon as I went to go look at them, the like 2 day, what was it? I bought them on Thursday. I looked at it on Friday. They were already selling online for $100 a piece, both of those art books. So it was, but I can understand why, because people couldn't go to the show and they want the product. That's understandable. But the FOMO part of it, that like everybody was saying, but these are other things that are irritating us about shows like this. It's like, they may say exclusive, but it's not exclusive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you know, again.
Yeah.
I know when a book hits and it's really popular.
Another one, number 9, Peach Momoko cover.
Dude, didn't you just put out a Vampy cover for that? I thought you were gonna come home with that for sure.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I looked at it. I didn't actually. I actually got an up close look at some of them, and I'm like, I thought, I didn't like it as much. But the one cover I didn't.
The Peach Momoko Vampy cover, you didn't like that?
Nah, I like some of her Vampy covers, and because only reason I didn't like
just let the people know what we're talking.
No, but the only reason I didn't like it was they reused it because she used that cover, or they reused that cover. She did that cover previously, and I had that cover already.
Oh, you did have it already. Okay.
Yeah. So she previously used. Yeah.
Because you know previously were doing it was like a Vampy naked one.
She wasn't. I've seen her use that cover before, or I've seen her do it before, and I have that similar cover. That's why I'm like, this looks like the same cover. It's just different angle of the cover.
Right. This is one where she's covered in blood. We're talking about the same one, right?
Yeah. But it's a, and then her magic cover hit. Her Vampy cover didn't hit. Her magic cover from MegaCon hit. And it's funny because it hit, but guess what the limit was?
What?
777.
Dang.
But it's not 777 because I'll bet you anything they had a bunch at the table and then a bunch on their Whatnot channel. So it's like
yeah, no, that's probably what happened. I just want to show people.
Yeah, hold on.
Because when I saw the Peach Vampy cover, I was like, I was certain that's one you would have targeted.
Yeah, well, I probably didn't. I didn't notice it because they didn't put it out, probably, or they had it on a table maybe, and I looked at it, and said, maybe. I said I come back to it.
It's not popping up on my thing right now.
Hold on. Give me a second.
There's like two versions too. There's like a black or is it a trade disc version or a black and white version? I'm trying to remember. I just remember seeing it and being like, dang, that's something Jeff would probably target. But looks like you already have it.
Yeah, I thought about it and I looked at the cover again and I'm like, I think I have this cover already. That's why that's the only reason I didn't pick it up.
Gotcha.
Because it looked like one of the covers that she did previously to Vampy, so that's why I didn't pick it up. And then plus it looked like it was a different angle of the cover. Like she did it like a different angle from a different angle. Like it was like front what was it? The original one was like front facing, and then this one was like a side profile on a moon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, it looks like a cover I have already of hers. So
there's so many MegaCon covers, it's ridiculous. I'm like going through.
I told you.
Jesus.
Every freak. Yep.
And like a third of these are Vampy covers. Got a lot of Vampy covers here. Well, she didn't pop up. That's interesting.
Like I said, her magic cover was more popular than her Vampy cover was.
Was it?
So,
okay.
Yeah, her magic cover was more popular. That's why I thought that's why nobody picked up the Vampy, was because the Vampy looked like a redo of one of her old ones. Because it looked like just a side profile instead of because the original one was of like front facing, and then this one was like a side profile of that front facing one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. I probably can. I already did. Oh, shoot. Because I saw it there previously. I saw it on that because the company I follow, or one of the comic book stores I follow was the one that produced it. So that's why I looked at it. I'm like, I don't like it because it's the same cover that she produced once or and then it was a bunch of Vampy covers. I looked at a bunch of them. I'm like, you know what I mean? I didn't think about picking them up because they were all the same book, pretty much 670. I think it was 676 or 674, something like that. So.
Yeah, I'm not finding it on online.
It was
here it is. No.
Yeah,
it's Bug Wars.
No, it's the Vampy cover, but it's by Comics. What the hell is it? Exposure or something like that. Yeah, that.
I know where I'm going to find it. I know where I'm going to find it.
Peach's page.
Instagram. She put out some kimono covers.
Yeah.
That are just super dope. I need to get that, actually.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like some of her stuff, and then I don't like some of her stuff. You know what I mean? But for sure, the Vampy cover was reused. That's what it looked like when
I think I confused her Vampy cover with that Bug Wars cover.
Oh, that's what it is. Because the Vampy one you're talking about, yeah. So that's probably why.
Yeah, because I'm looking right now.
Yeah, and her Vampy one that they came out with was her sitting on the moon.
Yeah,
it's yeah. See, that's a reuse of a cover of she's done before.
Gotcha. Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah, they just got lazy and asked, "Hey, Peach, can you draw Vampy from the side this time instead of front facing?" Because the way she's sitting sideways on the moon. Because previously she was sitting facing us. So this time she's sitting like this on the side, like this. Like this.
This Bug Wars cover is dope though. Like this one. That's a dope.
Yeah, see, that's what that's probably what you mistaked it for. But the freaking Peach, the other cover that you were talking about was she's sitting on the moon. Vampy sitting on the moon or something like that.
I have that one. Yeah.
That's the one you would. Yeah.
That's cute. I like that one actually.
I like that one. I actually have that one. Yeah. It was just the MegaCon one was just a freaking redo of that one. So I'm like, I'm good.
So this is the kimono one that I was referring to. That is one I want right there.
Yeah. See, I like some of her stuff. Some of her stuff is good. Some of her stuff is all right. Yeah, but that one's good, and then a couple other ones are good.
There's one of Storm too. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's probably going to be for Asian Heritage Month. Oh, I talked to John Boy too.
Oh yeah, what'd he say?
Nah, not much. Just I just told him Otaku and everybody says hi and everything. Just let him know what our topics are going to be for May. I told him, well, yeah, Otaku and them are probably going to get back a hold of you for May. So just let him know what the topics are this time, and he'll figure something out, and he'll make time for us.
Just checking in with him. It's nothing. We just the chat, see what he's working on. Yeah. He usually shows off such like cool, variant stuff he's working on. So
yeah,
that's cool.
I'm yeah. So I talked to him and everything. He was good. Really nice too.
Yeah, I mean he was probably busy, right? Everybody wants to get his stuff.
Well, he was running late when I saw him. He goes, dude, I'm just getting set up. He was running late.
That's good.
Yeah, but he's always, all of them are always busy. Him, Jay Lee, a lot of them were busy. Like the only way to get Todd's thing was if you bought a ticket to get Todd's signature, and Louis bought. I don't know if Louis bought. Yeah. Louis bought a ticket for him to sign something, but Freaky Louis didn't. Dude, he's always so creative with his damn cosplays. But he made a Spider-Man 300 out of cardboard, and he actually posed, and Todd actually came from behind the table and posed with them.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but he wasn't going to take pictures. He wasn't going to take pictures that day at all.
Wow.
And then, but Todd saw what he did, and Todd came from behind the table and actually stood with him and took the picture.
That is amazing, dude. That's a great story.
Yeah. So look,
you got to see. Did you get to see Todd?
No, we saw Louis before that, and Louis goes, "I hope I get Todd to," and then like an hour later, we see him post a picture. Like Todd actually took a picture with him, so we're like, "Oh shit!" We didn't see Todd at all, but but Bueller did. Bueller knew Todd's wife. Todd's wife was Bueller's teacher.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of funny. So Bueller goes walking up to the security people over there, goes, "Hey, I just want to say hi to Todd's wife." So it was funny. And then Todd saw him. Todd goes, well, "What's going on?"
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, that's funny. But that's pretty much what we had going on in MegaCon and stuff. And we'll probably have some more stuff next week. You got anything going on for next week?
No, not really.
Yeah, well, we might I might be upgrading this thing next week or the week after next. So you guys might see the double tiger logo and not see the StreamYard logo no more. So and new backgrounds and stuff. So be on the lookout, guys. We'll have more we got stuff in the works, but we'll check you guys next week.
Peace.